So, ladies and gentlemen, some of you asked about some other aspects of running programs on the mainframe. And so I figured I'd run through a couple of things on editing and submitting your JCL and your COBOL program on the mainframe, and viewing the output and looking at any error messages that you might have. But I'm not going to talk about errors much. We're just going to have to deal with them on an individual basis. But let's say I want to edit my JCL. So first I'll go into my JCL. I'm going to say edit number 2. My JCL is in my COBOL file. I should actually separate that out, but my JCL3 is the file I'm looking at. So I have my JCL3. We're all set here. This is the same JCL that you guys are using. And so what's going to happen, I'm going to submit this and run it. That's going to allow me to see if the file is actually created and that kind of good stuff. So we have a little error here. We want to create, I just changed that to IT272. If you want to have insert mode, you hit your insert key in the keyboard and it allows you to insert things. If you want type over, you just hit the insert key again, and it's going to put you back in type over mode. Anyway, this honor report, they match up. Student master is the location of the file that I have defined for input. Honor report is the honors report for output. And now that I've changed that, I need to save. So I go down the command line and hit save. I'm going to go back out and I want to check my COBOL program just to make sure, give it a glance. So I'm going to open that up. I'm going to hit reset there. And everything is in order here. I can page down, page up. If I want to edit it, I can edit it. I can insert by putting an I here, for example, and get a new one. But since I really don't want to do that, I'm just going to hit enter and then I'll fix it back the way it was. I'm not going to save, so I'm just going to go away from here. Now, if I want to submit my JCL for processing, from my COBOL file, my program, I'll just hit S to go into the JCL and I'll hit sub for submit. And I'll put a number here for job name characters. Let's see, how about an X so I can identify it. And now it says it's submitted. And I'm going to hit enter again. And I want to go see where the output is, so I'm going to equal SD in the command line and hit enter. And I can see up here from my output from the job that I have maxcc equals 0000. That means it ran successfully without any errors. That's no JCL errors, no COBOL errors, no errors at all. So if I hit enter there, I'm going to look at my output queue, so that's an O, and I go up to the job that I want. I can click there and hit S, and I have a file with 870 records. And if I have errors, this is where I'll look for. I'll look for them all through this file, and I can page down and down and down and down. Where the compile errors start is at the end of this list of parameters that the compiler is using, and there is my COBOL program. I can go down, I can look for errors, and there aren't any errors because my COBOL program is perfect. Anyway, so my output file was HONORRPT, So I'm going to go out of here. I don't need that file anymore. I'm going to go to View, let's say, that's option 1, and I'm going to type in the name of that file. I think I called it my username, casey.it272.honorpt, and that goes in quotes on my view, because that's a top level file, sequential file. It is not in a library. If it was in a library, then I could just select it from among the members, but it's not in a library, so I need to type in the full path, and I'll hit enter, and sure enough, here is my honor report. So it looks great, right? Now, let's say I want to download this file. The easiest way to do it is to hit F3 and F3 again. Go to option 6, which is command. All right. So command, I want to download this file. So I'm going to say transfer, receive from host. And the file that I want will be it272.honorpt. That's the file I want. I got to put it somewhere, so downloads is fine. I don't have a problem with that. And I'm going to call the file, what should I call it? Well, I might as well call it the same thing it is, honorpt. I'm going to make it a text file, .txt. And I will hit open. That'll put that in there. All right. And now I've got it marked as text, TSO host. I'm going to hit receive, and it put the command to receive that file on the command line and executed it. And now I want to go check on my own directory in my downloads. So this is on my own computer. I have to go down here to see users, me, downloads, and there's honorreport.txt. I can open it with Notepad, and I can see that indeed my report printed out and downloaded properly. Only one thing, I've got a little control character down there, so I might want to just get rid of that. I can also go through and edit out the carriage control characters by just getting rid of them, because I'm not going to print this on a line printer, so I don't need them. And so forth, and I can do save. I can close this. I can submit it to me if I was trying for a grade. And that's a kind of a summary of how you do this submission and so forth. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just say F3, F3, delete data set without printing, which is all of my log. That I don't need that because I know what I did. I'm going to say 2, and the log has been deleted. Now I can say log off, and it logs me off. Now that I'm out, I can say disconnect on my terminal emulator, and I can exit. And that, my friends, is the way you do it.